Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. So, if you've been living in a cave somewhere and you're unaware, pretty much most of the nation is dealing with a lot of winter storms, a really huge polar vortex that has killed quite a few people and has a lot of people stranded in their homes. They don't have power, and it's very trying and scary times for a lot of people right now. And you would think that people who consider themselves human beings would be sympathetic or somewhat maybe even empathetic if they've been in that situation before where they were cold and not sure how their outcome was going to be, would show some compassion and say something nice or try to help. But no, we are in a country now for some reason that revels in cruelty towards others, their fellow human beings, at any cost. They feel as if the more crazy things that they can do and or say to belittle, berate, and treat their fellow human beings like crap, the better. The more people will want to have them come back as a politician and do the same job. For example, we have a Texas Mayor, Tim Boyd, from Colorado City, Texas, who stated that no one owes you or your family anything, and that he's sick and tired of people asking for handouts when it comes to the power outages in Texas. So this is cruel as hell. I mean, there's an extremely long post, and apparently several posts from Twitter, where this man went on a complete and total tirade about how people who are freezing should just figure it out, get off your asses and make it happen, get your family warm and feed them, get them water and heat and whatever, any way you can by any means necessary. You need to get off your asses and do what you need to do in order to take care of your families. He's asking people to do whatever it takes. Does that mean rob other people, steal? I mean, that's doing what it takes. Kill people to take their stuff. So are we trying to go back to a time to when it was the wild, wild west and we were lawless to do these things? Therein lies a few problems. One of the problems is free market capitalism. Free market capitalism is basically privatizing the hell out of everything, no government interventions, oversights, or regulations, to where companies, such as utility companies, can price their services however they want. And even if they don't give you those services that you've paid for, if you've signed a contract, you still have to pay for the services that they're not giving you. So right now, all those people who are freezing to death in Texas, so far we've lost 23 people in Texas who have died from this storm, and over 3 million people are without, I think close to 4 million people are without utilities right now to keep themselves and their families warm, still will have a bill due whenever this is over for the time that they were not given the services that they are now paying for. So that's what happens when you have privatized and deregulated anything. The free market capitalism, they can screw you however they want and no one can do anything about it, because this is what conservatives want you to believe, that less government and less government oversight and regulation is a good thing. So 23 dead, millions of homes, not people, homes, millions of homes are without utilities, without power. So what do? That's the giant problem right now. Don't even worry about the fact that they didn't winterize most of the things to help them to be able to get through this like other states do, because you gotta have regulations to make them do it, right? So they only thought, these utilities companies only thought about, hey, we're the oil and gas companies, we want more money, so if we spend less money winterizing and making sure that our equipment is going to work so that we can provide people with the services that they are paying for so people don't die and or lose power, well, that would be great, but no, we want money. So they kept all of the money that the people are paying for with as far as their utilities for themselves to buy new houses, boats, or whatever. And that's why people are dying and freezing to death. So this mayor is a despicable and horrible person. They said that he's resigned, but as of a week ago, he's still listed as their mayor. We don't know if he's been actually fired or not, but let's hope that he resigned, got fired, or quit, and went back to whatever hole he drug himself out from under. Anyway, that's my rant for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't learned anything from this, I'm going to give you what the gist is, and that is hold your politicians, hold your utility companies, and your government responsible for what they are supposed to do. You're paying for something, you should get a service. You shouldn't pay for something and still get billed for it and not get the service. Also, free market and privatization of utilities is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because then there's no one to hold them accountable and or responsible for the crazy batshit things that they do. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please be safe out there. Don't forget, once again, still, COVID is a thing. Wear a mask, wash your hands, social distancing, protect yourselves and your families. Please be careful out there. Love you guys all. Have a great evening, and once again, by all means, please don't forget to be the best heathens that you can be, and have a good evening.